This is it, a trip we've been dreaming about. Beautiful lakes, freezing fun and breathtaking mountains await us as we hit the road in our massive house truck.
So today we are heading south of Christchurch in Beast for the first time ever.
But as incredible as this lifestyle can be, life on the road always comes with the not so great moments.
So sorry Tekapo NZMCA.
Good thing we've got a generator.
So that was a bit disappointing. Lesson learned, we won't park in this spot again.
We are the Galicians and we share the reality of living full-time in New Zealand in our massive house truck. Join us as we start a dream trip that reminds us exactly why we sold our house for this lifestyle.
So today we are heading south of Christchurch in Beast for the first time ever. Marcel and I know the South Island reasonably well. We've both lived in Invercargill and done a lot down those ways. Lucking.
We're very excited. This was such an impromptu trip. Literally 2 days before we left, we found out we could go. Marcel is between jobs and he's got a 3-week period, and we were like, let's go on a holiday before he gets locked into his new job and can't go on a break for a while. And yeah, we've wanted to get south of Christchurch for the longest time, but just life circumstances have dictated that hasn't been possible. So we're doing it now and we're very, very excited about it. So we are just about ready to go. Just got to hook up the car, and there's a couple of things we forgot from the supermarket, or probably I forgot, like soap. Probably need soap while we're away. On the way we've also got to empty our grey. You can't empty big grey tanks or black tanks here anymore at Whedon's NZMCA. Something to do with the properties around here and the wastewater leaching or whatever. I don't really know, Marcel explained it, but you can empty small cassettes and, you know, your grey cassettes and black cassettes and stuff like that, and obviously our compost toilet wheeze container we can empty here. But we're going to find a dump station somewhere on the way as well and get our grey tank emptied. Yay, that was much easier. Man, that went on so much easier than it did when we were in Kaikoura. So hopefully it's easier from here on out. Marcel really struggled to get the car off when we arrived here at Whedon's as well. Whoop, whoop. South of Christchurch for the first time. Let's do it. Don't have anything go wrong, beastie. So after 4 years of owning Beast and dreaming about doing a trip just like this, we're finally on the road south. And honestly, we're so excited. The downside of this part of the trip, Marcel now has to drive the kind of roads he absolutely cannot stand. Straight ones.
Breaking feedback, unless I'm gonna stay right here. Stay until it disappears.
It's really hard when the dump stations are on a lane because we can't empty our grey water properly. And Marcel's just realised that he doesn't have a connection thing for our freshwater hose, which means we can't fill up with fresh water at the moment. Anyway, we might stop at Ashburton, take the kids to that really cool playground there, and maybe go to some shops there. No hose thing? Oh, we got one? Oh, cool. The thing here isn't the same hose connection as what we usually use at the dump stations. It's itsy bitsy.
We've made it to Ashburton and I have been hyping up the playground here to the kids, and we plan to check it out. It's one my mum always stopped at when I was a kid, and it's just part of my childhood fun memories. But we're about to be a bit disappointed there, as you will soon see.
Trying to find a park when Beast is 18 metres long with pole on the back. We're not going to hit them, are we? Oh, a little bit. A little bit in the trees.
We got some last bits and pieces from the supermarket here and then headed off through the Ashburton domain to the playground. This is just a quick stop to stretch our legs and let Summer especially have a little bit of fun at the playground. We actually aren't entirely sure where we're sleeping tonight, but we'll figure that out soon.
So gutted, we parked Beast in town and walked through the domain here to go to the coolest playground in the world here at Ashburton, and it's all closed off for construction with big fences around it. Yep, it's closed.
Well, that was a bit disappointing, but I guess it means we can get on the road a bit sooner.
Thank you.
Hey look, more straight roads. And more straight roads. And yep, still straight roads. But finally, here's where we start heading a bit further inland.
And how exciting, a corner! As for tonight, our original plan was to drive all the way to Lake Pukaki. A few people warned us that the free camping area there can be pretty uneven and rocky, which could make it a bit tricky to get base level. We also heard that after about 3 o'clock, it tends to fill up quickly with other campers. Rather than risk arriving late and struggling to find a good spot, we decided to play it safe and head for the Tekapo NZMCA Park instead. A slightly different plan than we started with, but that's all part of the adventure.
Gonna lay down, be still, won't waste another tear. Wait till it disappears.
We just ran into some people that we follow the channel, and we've had dinner with them in Kaikoura before, and they saw Beast and they're like, oh, we better go say hi. They had no idea that we were this far south, but they checked Facebook and saw Marcel's live saying that we were heading south, so that was such a nice surprise. So Marcel's just putting some water in the truck. We're going to stay at the Lake Tekapo NZMCA Park and then head to Twizel and put some fuel in. We drove past McEwen's and we should have probably stopped, but Marcel had overshot it, and he knows there's a McEwen's truck stop in Twizel as well. So yeah, pretty excited to be here. Makes me wish we were travelling full time, that I had some kind of job that I could do from my phone or home or whatever. Now that we have arrived at the Tekapo Park, we've managed to find a parking spot where we don't even need to use our levelling ramps, and honestly that's such a nice change for us. Looking back, we probably should have wondered why everyone else was parked down the other end, but at the time we didn't really think much of it.
Wow, pretty.
We noticed there were a few young trees planted around the park, but there was one that didn't quite make it onto Marcel's or my radar, as you will see later. We are going to spend 2 nights here, giving us plenty of time to relax in our brand new camp chairs that we brought from Bunnings on the way down.
Ooh, she's a bit chilly this morning, but wow, isn't it beautiful? Woo. Yep, there's a little bit of a frost out there this morning, not much of one. Yeah, got the heater cranking on the inside of the truck. At the moment my temperature gauge says it's 4 degrees, but I think it's a little bit colder than that. But yeah, beautiful. I'm about to brew a coffee and then sit down outside and drink my coffee. What a stunning, absolutely stunning place. I mean, I've driven past Tekapo and stuff before, but never stayed here. Always been just a drive-by. I don't know if we're really in a good charging spot, really. You know, I guess the sun's going to come up over there somewhere, so we're going to have about 2 hours of charging today. Hopefully that works. A good thing we've got a generator. This here's wobbly on our GoPro thingy, so I've got a little bit of leftover kneaded or liquid metal from when I fixed the wing mirror on the truck. So I'm like, well, why not? It'll work.
Yeah, the GoPro sucks, man. It wobbles all over the place. It's not a proper GoPro stand, but it just wobbles and rattles, and then in the filming often it makes wobbly and rattling noises, doesn't it? And it's a bit annoying. So yay, he's gonna fix that for us. It's a good one. You're a good one. Might keep him round.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
It might have gone hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you said maybe I might keep you around.
I think I might be able to work it back into something usable.
Oh, it takes a while to heat up that stuff, eh? Like you heat it and it goes,
Yeah.
or you need it, hence the name.
Yeah. There you go. Fixed. You've just got a white bit of snot on the end of your tripod.
I'm going to paint it black. Sweet, thank you.
Stop and watch it.
Thank you, husband.
Breaking feedback unless I'm gonna stay right here. Stay until it disappears. One way, gonna lay down.
So I've decided to leave the GoPro charging in the truck, and we are going to walk around the lake to the Church of the Good Shepherd. And I'm filming on the phone, so it won't be as good. But anyway, we're pretty sure this track goes all the way around. Should do, eh? Should go to the church, which is over there somewhere.
One way, gonna lay down. Be still, won't waste another tear. Wait till it disappears.
Marcel had to walk back to Beast for a certain reason. Let's just say all the toilets are paid around here and we didn't bring any money. So we are packing up and leaving Lake Tekapo. It's been nice for one night. We kind of thought of staying two, but we're gonna keep going.
We're going backwards there.
Been a really good spot for the night. Beautiful and peaceful. Bit of road noise, but that died down. But yeah, just don't park at this end when it's autumn, late autumn, because you're not going to get much sun when everyone else over there is fully in the sun. So lesson learned, we won't park in this spot again. Oh. I don't know how Marcel and I both didn't see this tree, but we've found out recently that we aren't the only ones who have done this at this park. So sorry, Tekapo NZMCA. Marcel accidentally killed one of your little trees. Whoopsies. Should we call the custodian and see if we owe them money for it? I don't know. Going up that way. Yeah. I think that's the first time Marcel's hit something in the truck. Huh? Is it dead already? No. Those leaves were just coming off, weren't they?
No, that's dead already. It's dry.
Okay.
Somebody else has hit it.
We didn't kill the tree, we just finished the job.
Stops.
It's been so good finally having a house this far south, and our time in Tekapo has been absolutely fantastic. But the adventure is far from over. Join us in the next episode as we head even further south for some lakeside freedom camping with friends in their caravan. Along the way, we get a bit of a shock at the fuel pump and deal with a rice emergency before discovering even more incredible scenery on our journey. Thanks so much for watching. Ask Galatians and Beast. We'll see you soon.